Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Messan, and today we'll be discussing video content creation. So we all understand how the word digitalization has now become the most important topic in town, right? So let's talk about social media, right? We know that it's no more enough to have influencers in your video, celebrities in your video. It's no more enough to have it promoted on all the platforms. Go and promote it on Instagram, Facebook, or whatnot. It's no more enough to have expensive, beautiful content. It's no more enough to have like even influencers to post your content and everything. And even sex is no more the talk of town. You know, if there's no strategy attached to it, if there's no plan attached to it, you would realize that one of your video has over 50,000 views, and then the next one has 56 views. So it's more of the experience, because social media has become a trial and error kind of thing, where your experience matters. It's an art where you need to study how the reports works. You need somebody who has a skill to make quick decisions, to adapt to what the changes are. Because today it might be sex, tomorrow it might be something else. Social media now depends on your experience, your ability to judge, your ability to be quick at making some quick decisions. The most important thing is to have people engaged. Make sure that a lot of people come to your page and then they stay. They don't come to your page and leave. So don't just focus on creating expensive content. Don't just focus on creating, having like influencers in your videos, but think about it as an art, and think deeply about the whole plan. Have a plan, have a strategy before you create the content. Let's talk about the video creation itself, right? Now we know that every brand needs a video. If you want to be on social media, you need to create videos. That's how important videos has become. Even some of the applications don't even take pictures anymore. TikTok doesn't take pictures. If you want to put your pictures on TikTok, you need to make it, put it in a video form before you'll be able to upload it. That should tell you how important video has become. So the question is, how do you make your video very effective, right? And so let's talk about the few languages that you need to know about creating content or video creation before you jump on creating your content. There are some few languages that you need to learn, and that will make your video effective. And somebody watch your video and sees, or your what you're trying to communicate goes clearly, right? I'm going to talk about 5 elements. There are actually more than that, but I'm just going to brush through the 5 elements. There are some elements that are very dominant, right? And so I'm going to brush through the ones that I'm going to give you right now. Are some elements that you need to pay attention to when you are creating your videos. First is the light. Using light to communicate. The second one is the position, right? Using the camera position or your subject position, and that is relative to the size, right? So if we're talking about position, we are also talking about the size. And then we can talk about the color, right? Which color do you use? How do you use the colors? And let's talk about the focus and blur thing, making an object focus or blurry. That is also another element in creating content. And movement, which is the last one in my video. The movement is one of the elements that you could also use. Let's take the elements one after the other. Let's speak about light, right? And after I finish reviewing all these points, you realize that every professional video or photo that you see, you identify all these elements, and we always use this key element to create content. So if you see me right now, you realize that I'm well lit, right? My face is well lit. I have like a nice light here, which is my key light, and my background is a little dim, right? And that is on a purpose. When you look at the video you are looking at right now, the first thing you see is me, right? The first thing you see is me, because I want the focus to be on me. So the subject you need the focus, the attention of the viewers to go to has to be well lit. So let's take an example of different books on a table, right? And then among the books, there's a Bible. And you want people to pay attention to the Bible, right? Easy things to do, use light. I'm going to be using Bible in my case, right? You can use your products, whether it's juice, drinks, or whatever it is. You can just use the same strategy, right? So we want to see the Bible among all these books. The first thing you can do, the easy one you can do, is just to spotlight that Bible. Put a very good spotlight on that Bible. If you put that picture anywhere, the first thing that attracts, if you look at the picture, the first thing you see is where where the light is falling, and where the light is falling is the Bible, right? So the first thing that your viewers see is the Bible. If you take this video, for instance, I am very close to the camera, right? And so position close to the camera, and therefore as relative to size, you see that I'm one of the big elements, subjects in the frame. So when you look at the frame, the first thing you see is the person, the subject in front of you, right? So it means that when you look at the thing, I want your attention to go to the person speaking. I've taken most of the space in the frame, so your attention directly goes to me, right? So position and size relative. You have a lot of books on the table, and you want people to focus on the Bible, right? Look, it's simple. Bring the Bible closer to the camera. Let the Bible occupy a big space, right? A good amount of space. The first thing your people see is the Bible. It's your product, right? So you can use position and size, easy to draw attention to what your product is when you're taking a picture or a video. Now let's go to color. You want people to pay attention to the Bible. The Bible has a blue cover, a blue case. Then you don't go bringing other books that have red, very attractive red and yellow, and put on the same table. If you want attention to go on the Bible has a blue case. What you do is that you get books that have dimmer colors, right? You have books that are blacks. The first thing the person sees is the blue color, right? That's the color that stands out. Let's even take the movie 3,000 Years of Longing, for instance. If you look at the beginning scene where the plane lands, right? And then the main character, Alethea, was working, and she was working in a mix of people, right, at the airport. She was wearing a different color, and you can spot her because she stands out, right? And the moment they wanted your attention to shift, another person was also walking towards her with a similar color, right, which was different from the other audience, right? So you need to know what you are trying to communicate and use the color effectively, right? Let's go to the next one, which is focus. Right now, if you look at the picture that we have here right now, you realize that I am in focus, and whatever is behind me is blurry, right? And the same thing applies in movies and anything. Similar situation in the Bible situation, for instance. You have so many books on the table. You want the attention of the people to be on the Bible. So you make sure the Bible is well focused, and the other books behind the Bible are out of focus. The first thing the people see, your audience see when they look at that picture, is the Bible. Now let's move to movement. Let's even look at these frames that we have, for instance. Immediately my hand moves, your eye goes to my hand because there's movement, there's new thing, I am stable and my hand moves like this. Your eye goes to my hand. What am I trying to communicate to you, right? Let's say I'm here and then the clapper board here starts clapping. Immediately your attention will shift to that clapper board. So that's how you use movement to communicate, to draw attention. When you're trying to take a picture or a video of your products or your business, you should consider all those elements to be able to communicate effectively. And this applies to even in graphics, right? Visuals, anything visuals, these are the elements that you need. Get these elements, take them to heart when you are creating your content, and your content would, communicate effectively what you are trying to communicate. Make sure you pay attention to those key details when you are creating content. Here we are, folks. We are done for today. I hope you've taken good notes. I hope that these are things that are going to help you when you are creating your content, when you are creating videos or pictures for your brand or from your business, for your businesses. So in our next video, we'll be talking about formatting, right? Video format. Which kind of video format, which kind of format do you need for what platform, right? Because all the platforms have different formats when you're creating content for them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because more videos are coming and you will learn a lot and be professional content creators.